Greetings. When I hear you say that they think a hit below the belt's going to help them win the light, you don't think that's Brian Scott, do you? He's a Capricorn devil talking about false light. You don't think that's his group that's stealing from the divine, do you? You don't think him and Teal Swan, you don't think they're dark, do you? You think they're losing their protection? It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I mean, you can warn them all day long. You can warn them all day long, but if all they care about is money and they don't care who they hurt, and Tarot's already called them out. If Tarot's already called you out and energy never lies, not much I can do about that. I mean, all of you are talking about justice. Great. Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Let's do some Stranger Things, shall we? I think Stranger Things is what we need. Certainly what we need. Everybody needs Stranger Things sometimes. Stranger things have certainly happened. Because, I mean, you got to think, we're looking at natural disasters because of magic and witchcraft and shit. And, I mean, somebody's been making money come out of thin air to pay all these bribes and talk about false light. That's what it is. And excellent job, ladies. I mean, they thought a hit below the belt would help them steal from the Archangel, and then freaking you get false light short. Your abilities are amazing. It's just what it is. Let's do some Stranger Things, shall we? And I mean, yeah, that would be the thing is they thought the Archangel was stupid, and it's just what it is. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. Sid talking to the ancestors is bringing in the gifts. You think the light just gets a little brighter every day, doesn't it? That's what it is. What was meant for you can never be taken. Just don't expect it to come back in the way that it was taken. Are they having difficulty? I can only call back my energy. I can only call back my light. So that's what it is. And that's the thing when it comes to energy vampires. Let's see how I can put this. Energy is energy. It's got to come from somewhere. And I've said it over and over and over again, harvesting my energy that affects people in ways they don't understand. They have to produce their own light, right? Living off of the backs of others. When I call that back, it's energy that affects them in ways they don't understand. You try to tell them, but they don't care. They're takers. They're not givers. So that's what it is. God got us all that is. Angels, archangels, ascended masters, the divine white light has to be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself as well as those at your readings for. Namaste. I mean, the fact that almost every reader on the planet is talking about how natural disasters are going to happen around them. I mean, I could always not say something. Thank you, Spirit. It's just what it is. I mean, we're already getting weird shit happening in California, earthquakes. Isn't that kind of where they originate from? And you girls talk about y'all are dealing with a whole damn devil up against a whole damn Archangel. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Thank you, Spirit. And I mean, what they put out is what goes back on them. Where is their light? That's the question. They talk about false light. Cool. Where's their light? You can't buy it. You certainly can't buy it. And I mean, when I hear you ladies say they have cursed themselves and all involved with horrific things happening to them, what does that mean? What does that mean? When I hear tarot, multiple readers where energy never lies, Multiple readers said, Archangel Michael said, cut off all the relationships that only revolve around money. It has nothing to do with the lack mindset. It has to do with bringing justice for the highest good of all. And I agree. I agree. Because, I mean, when you hear that, they only care about money and they don't care who they hurt. Great. How many of these individuals have you already talked about are having horrific natural disasters because they don't have spiritual protection, trying to steal or harvest Pisces spiritual energy? It's just what it is. And then they talk about false light. Okay, great. Where's their actual light? Where's their 5-star reviews? It's just what it is. I can't worry about any of that. No one consented. Left brain, right brain, subconscious mind. They saw money, so okay, well, we'll just steal it. Okay, well, great. Now I'm calling my energy back. Where's that coming from? Cards in the upright? No, cool. Let's talk about stranger things, shall we? Let's talk about real light. It's just what it is. King of dice. See that poor guy in a straight jacket? It's just what it is. You think the devil keeps rolling the dice with people's lives? It's just what it is. Natural disasters happening all over it, especially in California, and it's just what it is. You got witchcraft and shit, magic sigils all over Facebook. The tower. There's the intentions. It's just what it is. Trying to bring harm to the divine, touch not my prophets. What does that shit mean? What does that mean? Touch not my anointed, harm not my prophets. Are they learning the hard way? That's what it is, and it's by design. Two strands in the upside down. Right? It's the earth angel versus the devil. Okay, great. If you're fighting with the devil, that means they're in hell, the father of illusions and lies. That's what it is. Anyway, yeah, justice is upside down. You don't think they were manifesting money out of thin air and bribing cops, lawyers, judges? You think they were? That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I hear an entire group went up against the divine like they were going after God himself. Is that true? Let's explore. Yeah, the magician's upside down. It's just what it is. I hear there's a sun magician on the planet. Is that true? Is that true? Let's do some stranger things, shall we? I mean, that's what it's truly about. Where these natural disasters coming from, right? Who are summoning these ancient beings? I deal with angelic Reiki, so I don't deal with voodoo and all that other shit. That's what it is. I deal with the light, so that's what it is. The King of Dice. The King of Dice. And I mean, you got to think about it. It's been in the cards all morning, and then that shit pops up in my algorithm. And we have natural disasters happening because of a group going after God. The King of Dice. The King of Dice. That's the thing is, if they only care about money, cool. Are they going to pay for these natural disasters? The King of Dice in the upright position. The King of Dice is a lesson in power. How will you wield yours? Victor Krill was the victim of unchecked power, leaving him wrongfully accused and imprisoned for crimes he didn't commit. When the King of Dice rolls into your reading, it suggests approaching your situation with logic, checking your emotions, and seeking expert opinions. If needed, I would say more than one energy reader tapping in on that energy. That's not a coincidence. Nothing happens by chance. Everything happens for a reason. We're listening to the spiritual realm. So that's why they're emotional deaf. They're spiritually deaf, right? That's why they have to use frequencies and inorganic means, because they don't have a connection, right? Talking about Pleiadians and da-da-da-da. Okay, great. Right? When we go into the cards, that ain't them. The Tower for our intention card. That's what it is. I mean, when's the let's ask them, since they're talking about false light teachings. When's the next natural disaster in California? the Tower for our intention card. Do, 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 do. The Tower in the upright position. Not even the steel-reinforced walls of Hawkins' lab can withstand the will of a determined Demogorgon, a whole damn devil. Some forces cannot be contained, like the life-altering change the Tower predicts. While it may feel like your world is ending, destruction precedes creation. After all, if the Demogorgon hadn't entered our world, how would the party have become heroes? Instead of fearing the unknown, embrace the change and welcome the chance to grow. Do, 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 do. The Two of Strands in the upside down position for our awareness card. Awareness of the two strands light. When this card is upside down, think of it as a guiding light. You can see where it is you're heading, but you can't quite find your way. Instead of trying to navigate the dark unknown, set your intentions. Where do you want to go? What are you hoping to accomplish? The more you know, the easier it will be to get there. See, you don't think that's the group that's destiny swapping? Getting in on divine unions? Causing trouble? Trauma bonding? I know that was the big thing. That's what it is. I'm not worried about these people. I'm worried about natural disasters happening to them, but fucking that takes like them and everyone around. That curses them and all involved. Justice in the upside down position. I bet justice is upside down. They still taking bribes? You don't think this is the group that goes and visits the island, do you? Fuck, we'd have to ask them. Justice. The justice system. That's what it is. It's in the upside down position. It's time to come clean. You haven't been the best version of yourself. Own up to your mistakes. Take responsibility for your actions and then move on. Everyone messes up, but now you have to decide whether you're going to let your ego stand in the way of healing. Once again, INFJ unicorns, go check out the entities that this group, whoever they may be, summoned. The cops can't figure it out. Okay, great. So we've got police body cam. Entertainment purposes only. They said it's police body cam. Cool. Maybe they're impersonating police body cam. Something supernatural happened. Okay, great. We've got these people summoning jinn, using voodoo and witchcraft and shit against each other. Right? While we're using angelic Reiki and things to protect ourselves, and that shit is bouncing off and going right back on them. Okay, great. So they've cursed themselves and all involved. Cool. Who is them and who is all involved? And where will the next natural disaster be because of it? The Magician in the upside down position. Number 1 card. There can only be one. I mean, that's the thing about tarot. It's why they don't like the tarot community. Right? If we're looking between Earth Angel Light and the Father of Lies fucking stealing and living off the backs of others, well, there you go. I mean, it's just right there for you. It's right there for you in broad daylight. It's like New Jack City. Broad daylight. The Magician in the upside down position. Are you feeling stuck? Struggling to make progress? Does it seem like your skills aren't being recognized, or worse, are being undermined? If this resonates with you, consider taking some time to explore exactly what is hampering you and work to dismantle it. So, weren't y'all talking last night about them closing out cycles in the dark? I think wasn't it the devil? Wasn't it the devil energy? It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. Stand in 5-star truth, love, light, health, wealth, and abundance. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. However, when you hear these readers talk about these individuals only care about money, they do not care who they hurt. Natural disasters are happening around the planet, and they're talking about false light and money manifesting out of the sky. You think it's got the energy a little out of whack? You think it does? It's just what it is. It's what it is. And I mean, I'm open to debate it. My phone's always open. I'm open to talk about it. It's what it is. Only you can judge you. So what it is, you know, we're ascending out of all that drama, chaos, and calamity. But I mean, if there's a possibility of another earthquake, possibility of another magic backfiring on a group, cursing them and all involved, isn't see something, say something still available? That's what it is. And I mean, they've had plenty of time. Phone's open. That's what it is. Phone's always open to talk about it. Anyway, you have a good day. Namaste.